Okay guys, so just like yesterday, I need you to try them before you watch the video, okay? So make sure that you have stopped the video every time I change to a new problem. Try it. Give yourself 1 or 2 minutes. If you haven't finished, it's okay. And then go in and play along, okay? So for the first one, it says, which number is a zero of the function? And then there's your function x squared plus 3x minus 18. Remember, the zeros of a function are the ones that intercept your x-axis. So they're your x-intercept. So what I would do is I would go ahead and graph it. Okay, so let's go to the graph. And it's going to be x squared plus 3x minus 18. And we're going to graph. And my 2 zeros are here and here. I don't want to read them like that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the table, and on my x-intercept is 0, the y is 0. So there's 1 right there, would be 3. So 3 is one of them. Oh, I don't have 3. So let's go ahead and find the other one. Y equals 0. 1 should be negative, so I don't know why I'm going up. There you go, and there's my other one. Y equals 0 on my x-intercept, which means your zeros would be 3 and negative 6. So the correct answer would be letter A. Okay, so go ahead and try it. All right, all whole horizontal lines have a y-intercept. When I think about horizontal lines, I think about HOI, that it tells me that a horizontal line has a slope of 0 and where y equals a number. Now, you guys know that I'm very visual and I need to see it. So I just pick the equation of the line, which is y equals a number, and I gave myself the number 7. It really doesn't matter what number you give. So I'm going to write down that y equals 7, and I'm going to graph it because I need to see it. And then I'm going to answer true or false. All lines, all horizontal lines, have a y-intercept, and the correct answer would be yes, they do. They don't have an x-intercept, but they sure do have a y-intercept. Try it out. The x and y intercepts for the equation 2x plus 4y equals 16. So go ahead and try it. Stop the video, try it, and then go for it. Okay, so for my x-intercept, y equals 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the equation, and I'm going to plug in a 0 where the y is. So 2x plus 4 times 0, because that was y, equals 16. That's going to be 0, because 4 times 0 is 0. And then 2x equals 16. I'm going to divide by 2. And x equals 8. Okay, so it's definitely not C or D because it's asking me for the x and the y-intercept. So the correct answer needs to be A because the x-intercept is not 4. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other one on the y-intercept. The x equals 0. So I'm going to come to the equation and plug it in. 2 times 0 plus 4y equals 16. That would be 0. So 4y equals 16. Divide by 4. And y equals 4. And there it is. So the correct answer was A. But technically, I could have stopped when I found my x-intercept. Go ahead and try it. Stop the video. And then hit play and go for it. Okay, so we're going to use the graph. Which plant has the tallest at the beginning? Which plant had the greatest rate of change over the 6 weeks? So tallest would be your y-intercept. So my tallest one would be plant 3. I'm looking at the key. So plan 3 would be the tallest, so that means A and B are eliminated. So it's up to C and D. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do rice over run to figure out the rate of plant 1 or plant 3. I'm going to go to plant 1, that's the solid line. Okay, so pick 2 points that you can read and do your triangle. And then rice over run. Okay, so my rice for this one, this is on a scale of 1. My x is on a scale of 1. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My y is on a scale of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every jump is 1. So that would be 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you can change that to a decimal, and I believe that 3 fifths, it's 0.6. So 1, 2, 3, that's my rice. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was for plant 1. Now for plant 3, that would be my top one. I'm going to go ahead and make the triangle, 2 points that you can read. I can read that one. So let's do the triangle. And then rice over run. So for plant 3, the rice would be 2, and the run is 1, 2, 3. And then 2/3 would be 0.67. So which one has the greatest rate of change? Would be plant 3. So the correct answer would be D. Okay, go ahead and stop. Try it out. And then let's go for it. Write an equation of a line that has the same slope as that one, but I don't know the slope, and the same y-intercept as that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the same slope. So to figure out the slope, should be minus. To figure out the slope of that first one, I'm going to have to solve for y. Okay, so to solve for y, I need to do minus 2x. That would be 0. So then you get that negative 5y equals negative 2x plus 12. And now I'm going to divide everything by negative 5. And that's 1. So my negative divided by negative is a positive. So the slope of this one is 2/5. Oh, there's only one that has 2/5 as the slope. So I can stop. It's letter A. There's only one that has 2/5. All right, the next one. Stop. Try it out. What is the slope of the line represented? Again, we need to solve for y right here to figure out the slope. I'm going to try to make it into slope intercept form so that I know what my slope is that m right there. So minus 1/8x minus 1/8x, and then I'm going to write it over here. That's 0. So now I get that 3y equals negative 1/8x plus 3. Now I had to divide by 3. I'm looking for the slope. That is 1. And then you grab your calculator and you do this, okay? So I'm going to say negative 1 divided by 8. Remember, parentheses are always in, fractions are always in parentheses. Divided by 3 would be negative 0 point, but I don't want it like that. I want it as a fraction because none of my choices are decimals. And the correct answer would be negative 1. Negative 1. Oops. Okay, this is acting up a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. Having a hard time. It would be letter B. Oh my God. It's B. I can't do this. All right, try it out. Remember, this is rise over run. So I'm going to do Jimmy. Jimmy's definitely going to heaven, so it's not A or B. We're looking for the slope. So let's go ahead and do the triangle with 2 points that you can read. Okay, so I can read that one and that one right there. So let's go down. Let's make our triangle. And let's do rise over. Rise over run. Okay. So the rise would be 1 and 2. The run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you go ahead and you simplify that. And that would be 1/4. All right, so after you simplify, the correct answer would be C, 1/4. Go ahead and stop. Try it out. All right, which equation represents the horizontal line passing through 7 and 5? All right, horizontal line. Again, I think about Hoy, which tells me that a horizontal line has a slope of 0 and that the equation is y equals a number. Now, which number would it be? All you need to do is come to your point and look for the value of y, and it's 5, which means all the y's will be 5. So the equation of the line would be letter B. Stop and try. What is the slope of the line represented by this equation? So slope, I have to change it to my slope-intercept form. So let's go ahead and do it. 3x plus 5y equals negative 7. So I have to isolate for y, which means I have to get rid of the 3x. Minus 3x. That would be 0. So you get that 5y equals negative 3x minus 7. Now I'm going to divide by 5. And I can stop because I only want the slope. And my slope would be negative 3/5. All right. Go to the next one, stop the video, and go for it. Okay, this is really easy. I would definitely do it completely calculator active. On this one, you have to figure out the equation, and you have your x's and your y's. So I will definitely go to stat and do a line regression. We did this when we did crazy spaghetti. I hope you remember. Okay, so I'm going to go to stat. I'm going to create my list. -3, -2, -1, and 0. Then I'm going to put the corresponding y's. -10, -7, -4, and -1. Take a few seconds just to make sure that your data is correct. -3, -2, -1, and 0. Very good. -7, -10, I'm sorry, -7, -4, and -1. Go back to stat, but now we're calculating the linear regression. So it's going to be number 4. You guys have to go all the way to calculate, correct? Because yours is on your calculator. So let's see. The value, the value of the slope would be 3, and the y-intercept would be -3. So having trouble again, darn it. So the correct answer would be letter D. All right, that would be it, babies. Make sure you take the notes on your paper and you do that other worksheet that I gave you for zeros. You guys are awesome. I'll see you Thursday for Cupid Shuffle review, and we're a little red. Have a good one, babies.